September 20th, 2018, I was driving down the road with my daughter and we were out shopping. I had a heart attack 3 weeks prior to that. I was just getting ready to head back to work the next week, so we were getting our new mattress and just having a girls' day together and having some fun. And we were driving down 27 North when a lady had pulled out of a park and hit a 1-ton truck, which hit me head on. I got to the hospital and my ankle was shattered, my right ankle was shattered. I ended up having 14 metal pieces put in it. Broke my arm, which wasn't diagnosed until after I woke up and was coming to a little bit later, because obviously that wasn't the most important aspect at that time. I also had a traumatic brain injury, which looked worse and worse as the days went by. They didn't do anything for the traumatic brain injury except for watch it. The problem being that I was on blood thinners because of my heart attack, so that was what posed the biggest risk for me. Very little of the therapy I remember. All I know is my family told me it was great, and the reason being is because my fiance had no clue of how to take care of me and is almost like a nurse now. That's 100%. You need support because that can make or break you coming out of this. And my daughter, she wasn't sure. She's 18, just graduated, had turned 18 2 weeks before. She decided she wants to be an occupational therapist because of all this, so it's given meaning to her as well. I love that when I walk in the door, I'm greeted and I feel like I am so important. They make me feel so special when I walk through that door, and that is it's like a little family.
We're using the NSI, the Neurosensory Motor Integration System. So what I love about this system is you can tailor it specifically to what the patient's goals are, their current level, and make it more challenging based on their progress.
Occupational therapy, they've worked with me on my cooking. I had a hard time remembering to turn off a stove. I had a hard time lifting pans. And so she taught me how to use a walker, how to use a wheelchair, and how to keep my balance when moving stuff, and how to use hot pads correctly. And it's stuff that seems like very, very common sense, but after you've went through a brain injury, it's stuff that all has to be relearned. I was sitting on a machine one day, and Beth said, was showing me different exercises to do, because we do a lot of different things. And out of the blue, I just said, Beth, I want to walk. And I stood up and she said, well, let's go. So we went for a walk, and I walked without a cane, I walked without a walker, which I'd never done, and I felt so good. And I didn't know I would be so sore the next day, but she just guided me on, and she held my hand for a minute and she said, okay, Misty, now let go of my hand. And I never felt so accomplished as I did that day. I didn't understand the importance of therapy until we had bad weather and I missed a week. And by missing that week, I could feel myself backpedaling, and that right there showed me how important it is to keep trucking forward and not miss my therapies, and how important it is to me to have that backup of all the therapists here telling me what a great job I'm doing, what a wonderful job I'm doing. It means a lot to me. That's what the therapy is special to me.